Just give the word, and we'll begin.
But usually I always play, like in Mass Effect, I always play the, and in Dragon Age 2 I always play the default heroes, because I think most of the time they look better than anything you actually can make for yourself. But in this game the customization was actually pretty good, so you could make pretty good looking characters, even compared to the unique characters in game. Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. Alright, let's see here. Going to the court. Should we have souls with us? Yeah, why not? I'm actually gonna have Cassandra with me now that I'm trying to romance her. It might as well be just as good. And Dorian, my dear old friend, Dorian, he might come as well. I mean, it might be good to have Vivienne on this one, but I don't really like Vivienne, so she can stay behind. Alright, we're going with this. I usually go with these guys. I like Dorian. Cassandra is the one I'm trying to romance. She's actually growing on me a lot now that she's shown a couple of other sides to her. And Solus, I don't know. I like him, and I have him as a support character. So.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, we meet at last. I've heard so much about.
I haven't actually done that many of Varric's
say you battled an army of demons.
quests yet, so that might be why.
The Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
And which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
Where though? Because I haven't really gone up and down on him, I think. I think he's only been agreeing a little bit. But once we do the Red Lyrium quest and get that out of the way, it should be good, I think. Haven't done much of the Red Lyrium, just a little bit. But I mean, he gets pretty excited everything we do, or every time we do anything in that Red Lyrium quest, so I don't know why he wouldn't be happy. I don't know.
Can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us in their entire lives.
I knew we would get along famously, Inquisitor. As a friend, perhaps there is a matter you could undertake this evening. This elven woman, Briala. I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Tell me there's more to your suspicion than the elves were acting dodgy?
That Ambassador Briala used to be a servant of Celine's. That is, until my cousin had her arrested for crimes against the Empire to cover up a political mistake. If anyone in this room wishes Celine harm, Inquisitor, it's that elf. She certainly has reason.
Might be true, might be true.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Very well then.
Is that the Inquisitor?
What? Emartia? Don't be absurd.
One of the Trevelyans, I've heard.
Mages or Templars? Do I have to make a choice? I have the Templars on my side, and I think I have the Mages on my side as well. I don't know. But I would probably side with the Mages if I had a choice. But I don't really think I've had a choice right now. Or up and yet. I don't know. Let's see what this is. Montpellier's ring.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
That one might be useful. Yo, noblewoman.
What am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Which is useful result in finesse, entertaining people and keeping up appearances. The higher court approval is better.
the ring you were looking for?
Okay.
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Really? Weird. Well, I got the quest where I were supposed to save the Templars, but
I wish there was more news coming.
I didn't know there was a choice. Apparently I missed that one. That's sad. I probably would have picked the Mages. But then I guess I had the Templars on my side. Weird, I totally missed that one. Usually don't miss that stuff.
Are all the Delancey's here?
Maker, I hope not.
Okay, there's not much we can do down here, up here. I'm just gonna go for the one down here then. Right before you lost Haven. Yeah, that's true. Okay, weird. I only saw the quest with the requires more Hala statues. Statuettes. Okay. Where the hell do I get the Hala statuettes though? I actually, well, I made them a part of the Inquisition. They're not a order of the or for the moment, I guess. So, I guess I disbanded them to have them under my banner.
Do you mind?
Varric actually disapproved about that, I think. Find a safe spot to eavesdrop on the noble's conversation.
Interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna eavesdrop. Can I, please? Why can't I? Why can't I do anything about this? I want to eavesdrop. Come on. Ah, alright, please. I saw the hand. Oui. There we go. That was hard.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond
Well,
counting.
if I focus a bit more on the Red Lyrium quests, he will probably approve a little bit
Pray,
more.
my friend.
So,
If the
that's
Maker
always
does
nice.
not hear us now, just pray.
okay. Do we have anything more? We could use some more court approval, I guess.
Interesting.
But I don't see any more quests out here. Yeah, we do have something. Still have something here, but we need Hala statuettes.
Maker, I hope not.
Where could we find the Hala statuettes, though? Louis, you've done this quest. Where are their hollow statuettes? No, I did it for do it for the people. I think Varric approved then, at least.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by
The only thing I remember him disapproving about is the part with the Templars. Balcony top right. Okay. There we go.
It's been too long.
1
since
out
I've
of
had any
10.
word from Valois.
Really? There's some loot here at least. Don't think it's any useful, but might check it out. Reinforced Vanguard coat. It's sad to know when you're telling me stuff like this that I missed opportunities. I hate missing opportunities or choices. Well, hello there. Sacrificial dagger, some gold. That was useless. Reinforced armor again. Even more useless. Was this all? Is there nothing more in here? That sucked. Oh well then.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight.
It seems like we don't really have any more quests to do on here. No more people to talk to? No? Alright, we're going in. Maybe we can get some more court approval inside. Let's just save before we do anything.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I'm sure you know how to handle most nobility, but the game is nothing like the Free March's intrigues. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
I'll keep my guard up. Don't worry.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the
Well,
Fear Demon.
way to make me nervous. God damn it.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Cassandra is usually not the subtle or cautious type.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine.
Very well then.
And Raste watch over us all.
Did I pick Cassandra? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Might have been a stupid choice, now that I think about it. Going into political situations with Cassandra. I mean, she is an idealist, and I do support some of her visions, not all. That's not the one we should have. There we go. Alright, let's see here. We're in the palace. Can I get more court approval before we go in? Can't go there. I gotta say that the Orlasians castles, or whatever you want to call it, or villas, are pretty amazing. They know their stuff. Alright.
If nothing else, the Inquisition back in Gaspard.
Yo, Colin.
makes Celine nervous.
Let's talk to our friendly...
This dress uniform is preposterous. Formal armor would have been better.
True. Might have actually suit you better as well.
It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready.
Alright.
I can hardly believe Gaspard.
Way to
I had hoped
up
to
it even more.
Florian must have worked a miracle to get them
I
here.
have heard they are the finest in the Empire.
I do have a save before all
Such a
this though,
pity
so
the wing is sealed.
good thing I have that.
Interesting.
I like that I need to click under that shit.
Just gossip.
Why are there so many elves here?
The Empress invited them.
Why are there so many elves here? Well, you always gotta love bigotry. Locked from the other side, locked from the other side. Read plaque. Grand Library of Halashiral? Don't think this is something that is quite useful right now. Alright, let's go to the other side, shall we?
Is there any progress on the Helmi expedition to Anchor?
I did. Requires Royal Wing Key. Where do we find the Royal Wing Key?
How has the lyrium tree dropped off so sharply?
With so much fighting, demand should be higher than ever.
Can I eavesdrop up again? It's different this time? No, only gossip. Maybe we need someone to actually start moving before we do anything. Oh, we have a door here. And a fancy guard.
Is not open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
Very well then, sir. We got Colin, we got Grand Duke Gaspard. Alright, it doesn't seem like I can do much about this
I
though.
heard Celine was having the entire wing
Please, it's
redecorated.
barely half the size of the
But the
foyer in
timing
the
is
Imperial
So
Palace. It's
Why
obviously
would she do
just
such a thing
now.
I'd call it more of an antechamber myself.
No one asked you.
I actually kind of like this pompous outfit. But I don't think it suits Cassandra. I think she should have like a nice armor instead. Alright, we're going with Grand Duke Gaspard, I guess.
Is the council
I'm gonna save again. You made me nervous now, I need to save all the time. Alright.
in march against them?
Okay, we're inside.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan, son of Ban Trevelyan of Ostwick.
Okay, well, I have a say before the hell statue, so that
Shepherd
works.
and leash of the wayward order of Templars, purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful, champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena,
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed, hero
name, though.
of Orlais, right hand of the divine, Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallward Pavus of Azaria, the Lord Inquisitor's elven servant, Solus, Sir Callum Stanton
Elven
Rutherford
servant?
of Hunleith, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall, Lady Liliana,
Alright,
Nightingale
then
of
I'm
the
not
Imperial
hitting
Court,
stairs.
veteran of the Fifth Light, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and left hand of the Divine, and Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Okay, was that all? You good? Introductions are fine. I guess we could wait for everybody to go forth, but I don't see any point in that. Alright, everybody in place? Well, then.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Very well then, Celine.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the weather may turn foul. An assassin is here.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have no words to suffice. Alam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Very well then. Let's dance, shall we?
A word when you have a moment.
Oh, Liliana. I almost didn't recognize you in that outfit.
Tell me that how are Mama?
Alright, we can't go down anymore.
The Templars
And then we're gonna sneak around. Yo, Duke Gaspard! What? Am I in the way? I'm in the way? What are you talking about? I'm not in the way. I'm not in the way. Oh, I'm so silly.
Revered Mother
See ya.
Lucille of the Chantry of Arlezon.
Josephine.
Third cousin.
Are you happy to see me?
Okay, speak with Lydiana. I can speak to Josephine, yes.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him? Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister.
No!
Gabriella Montillier.
There can never be too many Lady Montilliers in Thetis, can there?
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true you found the Red Temple?
Lip gloss, yeah.
sacrificing her
I lost potential approval.
drinking
Really?
blood from mages' veins? Yvette,
Well then.
everyone in Antiva City is saved.
That sucks.
Is it true?
I'll just try to see where this goes, and if it goes too crappy, then we'll just have to redo it, won't we? Alright. Let's see here. Everyone in the TV city is saying so. Is it true? Why did I listen now? God damn it.
There was dark magic there, yes. But none of it so visceral.
Oh, did you check everywhere? That's quite enough, Yvette. Really.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh, yes. As she told you about when she was 10 and... Yvette. Stop. Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the... No. She once told the Duke of...
Yeah,
Absolutely
the
not.
lip gloss is probably the only
Still plays with that
regret I have
girl
about my
when no one's
character.
looking. Yvette.
Well, in the dark, my character's lips doesn't look like that.
Absolutely preposterous.
But it makes him look kind of fancy, so I don't mind. Who would you support here?
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Is that him? Is it true the Inquisitor was any doubt of the fate by Andraste?
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
Let's see here. What's this? A Companion of Elysian Theater. Well, not something I want to read. Huh. We get Cassandra on the outside. And we need, that's actually where we're supposed to go. Alright, let's just to see if we can talk to somebody else. I'm gonna talk to Cullen and see what he has to say. There we have somebody.
Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Really? She doesn't want to talk about to the Inquisitor?
Inquisitor, did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
I'll let you know at once if I do.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader.
Okay, so Cullen wants to go with Gaspard and Josephine wants to go with Salif. I don't know, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna back.
Have you heard